it's Mother, Mommy CrayCray, and today we're having a party. And you may be saying, Mommy, is it your birthday? Are you turning 100 again? No, of course not. I'm just having a party of one. I'm celebrating me. I'm having a mommy-ish party. I don't even know what I'm having a Marty. That's when you combine mommy and party. It's a Marty today. Today I'm in the celebration mood. I'm feeling festive. I'm feeling excited. I decided to show you some very easy and fun, party hacks, tricks, whatever. I was perusing the internets, and of course I came across some kind of kooky hacks, things I've never actually done for myself, but I think these may actually work. These are actually pretty ingenious ideas that could make your party planning and your party day easier. Let's party! My first hack is super ingenious. Take a bowl like so. Pretty balloons. I am really into pink. I have never been into pink like this since I was probably 5. But because I have a 5 and a 7-year-old girls, they love pink, especially the 5-year-olds. You can choose any color you want. But you want to take your balloons like so. And we are going to be making reusable ice. Now, I know you're saying to yourself, but Mommy, the bag of ice at the store is like $1. Like the big jumbo bag is like $1. What's the fun in that?
What's the fun in that?
We're going to go over to the sink and fill them up. Put your balloon like so. It's filling up. Oh, that's enough. Don't want to fill it too. Ah! Lord. Oh, Lord! Let's do that again, shall we? I'm a professional. So we're filling it up. Okay, like so. Then we're going to stop. Now we're going to twist it on the sink. Ta-da! Now we're just going to tie him up. We stick this little thing right there in the bowl. And this balloon is filling up. Look at that balloon filling all beautiful. Okay, turn it off. Voila! Here we go with our last one. We twist it. Now, let us tie it. Look at them jiggle. Now we're going to take these and place them in the freezer so they can freeze. So I got my bowl of jigglies, my jigaboos. I ain't going to show you what's in my freezer though. So we're going to put our little jigaboos there. Okay, so those just went in the freezer, and through the magic of television, I have them all ready right here. I now have some frozen little reusable ice cubes. Everything is awesome! Just make sure your kids don't grab these from the freezer or from the thing and think that they're actual, like, balloons, water balloons, and then they end up throwing it like, ah, girl. You're gonna need to call your insurance man after that. Why spend that $1 at the local grocery store for a big bag of ice when you can clearly use this? I'm smart. I'm smart. Next up, you are going to need a hot glue gun. And I have a very professional hot glue gun. This, in fact, may be too hot. Let's just say you're having a lot of people over. You don't have coasters. What do? Do you go out and spend all that money to buy coasters? No, you don't. Target got their party game lit. These may look like normal wine glasses in packaging. These little beautiful cups. These are the new party cups. No longer do you have to drink from that red party cup, although we still gonna do that. Honestly, why buy regular dishes, period? I would use this for everyday drinking. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is a high temp glue gun. You might want to use a low temp, but we're going to see if it melts a hole in him. Ooh, it's smoking already. Okay, when your glue gun is smoking, that might be saying something. So you want to take a hot glue bead all around the bottom of your glass. There it is. Plastic is holding, it is heating up the This blue so hot in here. This is dry now. Let's get some regular glass. So, did it change the shape of the cup? I can't tell. It looks a little lopsided now. That side looks like it's leaning a little bit. Let's try it on a regular glass. We got some hot glue. Let's put an even bead. Because what I did before, people's glasses may be tipping over with what I called my hot glue attempt number 1. Look at all that. There you go. People will just assume that that's what the glass looks like, or they won't even think about it. They'll just pick it up and keep it moving. Glass number 1 is now dry. It sits up, and you have a coaster, and it did not melt the plastic of this glass. I'm quite impressed. That speaks to the strength of this Target glassware, plasticware, whatever you call it, but it's doing pretty good. Now people are gonna think your house is dirty. You got dirty dishes that you serving people on if your hot glue is coming up the side like that, so you might want to make it look a little professional. But this ain't that show. Oh, glass number 2 dried faster, and I wonder because this is glass and not plastic. It's a cooler material. Look at that. It's a little wobbly, so you got to get your hot glue game up a level. And it might be better to make a hot glue bed and stick the glass in it. In fact, let's try that. We're going to take our plate and make a hot glue bed. And this, you probably want to get a hot glue pan. Stick our cup in the hot glue pan. Spin it around. Yeah, this is already looking better. Oh, it's kind of sticking. So you want to twirl it. It's a little less hot this time. So there's a more even bottom. It doesn't look super even on here, but I'm pretty sure if you sit this down, it will give you an even coating. Okay, this coaster is taking a while. We're gonna come back to him. Hey, but you get the idea. See, he's ready to stick down, and you got a built-in coaster. Don't have to worry about anyone messing up all that beautiful furniture. Next case! Ow. Next up is a problem we all suffer from. I don't really suffer from that because I have a very big oven right here. But for many people, this is an issue. I have 2 pizzas here. Which one do I want? Barbecue style chicken or bacon lovers? But it's thin and crispy, like me. What do you do when you want to stick 2 pizzas in the oven at the same time? You don't have different racks, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of other solutions to this, but today we're going to act like this is a real dilemma. Something cracked. You've prepared the way. You're trying to do your best. Trying to feed these kids. You can't get 2 pizzas on 1 cookie sheet. So you want to take a sharp knife like so. I'm gonna cut each pizza in half because cutting through frozen food is so easy. All right, there I am, 2 halves with some jagged edges. So now I'm gonna cut the other one in half. You're taking up too much room, brother. Because we got kids to feed. Oh, look at them edges. They crispy. This is how you want to arrange them on your cookie sheet. The first thing you want to do is you put 1 half over there, another half over here. So this is what it looks like. Okay, got meat rolling off. Half this pizza gonna be on the ground in a second. Then you want to take another piece, and he gonna slide through right there on the edge. And you take the other piece, and he's gonna slide through right here. So you just may have to finagle it a little bit to get it all on there real good. And look at this, mother has solved world peace. Now you can have 2 pizzas cooked at the same time on 1 cookie sheet. Y'all see this? On 1 big cookie sheet. We don't have to sacrifice anymore. Okay, so you're gonna put your pizza in like so. There we go. The edges don't wanna go in. I'm gonna force him to cook. That's right. You're cooking, little pizza. There's that ding. Time to tack on our pizzas. The pizzas have cooked evenly. You see that? I ain't gonna lie, this smells so good. Oh, Lord Jesus. As you can see, this trick really works, and you can use this for any time, even if you're not having a party. Okay, so our next hack is absolutely genius, and you can just thank me for this, or 5-minute crafts. You have your bag of chips. Let's just say you don't want a dirty or bowl or a dish, because ain't nobody trying to wash their dish. Because we are lazy and we do not want to wash dishes, but we want people to enjoy a party, I'm going to show you a quick hack to make like that much more easier on you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut out a hole in the actual bag. Now, this works for a kid's party, a dorm party, a trap party. You're gonna pinch the little fat in the middle. And you're gonna cut it like so. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. So now that you have your little hole, that little chip hole. No, you're not eating out that little chip hole. So that does sound delightful. Cut down here and cut all the way around. And you're essentially turning your bag into a chip bowl. I know. You can thank me later. I think this will work really well with kids. You don't want, especially class parties where nobody's trying to bring no dish. You know what I mean? And then otherwise the kids can kind of grab their chip without digging all up in the bag and messing it up. So here we go. Look at. And as an added bonus, I'm gonna show you a little trick. See that hole in my chips? Now I just sit my little dip bowl right there and ta-da! You have chips and dip with no mess. And if you really, really are feeling that lazy bug, you know how we do. All you have to do is, the little container of the stuff that comes in, if you ain't making no fresh dip, you bought it from the store. All you have to do is take the top off and pop it in the middle, and you really are washing not na dish in your house. Yes, little chips. Okay, so for my next hack, you're gonna absolutely love me. This is another chip and food hack. You need to take a plate like so. Let's say, just like the last one, you ain't really trying to wash na dish. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you a way to serve chips and dip on this plate without getting it dirty. Yes, boo, I got you covered. So what you're gonna need is your good old saran wrap. You wanna cover your plate with saran wrap. So that's what I'm gonna do. Don't worry about how it looks. Nobody's gonna worry about that. All they want is them chips and that dip. We say we dip, our head up on my hip, and we dip, Make sure you cover the whole plate up. You do not, no edge left uncovered. You cover your plate with the saran wrap. You can either put a bowl in the middle, like so, or you can do it without one. I like it with the bowl, but for the sake of being extra lazy, we're gonna do it without. But you still need the bowl in the middle to get started. So I'm gonna take my chips that I've been already eating. I am not buying y'all no more fresh bags of chips for this video because I ain't got money like that. So you wanna just spread your chips out, and you can cover the saran wrap with the chips so it doesn't look like you being lazy, but all this crumbs left, and I don't think y'all want that. So we're gonna mix these chips up. Not that anybody ever does this. I don't recommend it, but for the sake and purpose of demonstration, that's what we're doing today. So I got these chips all around. Now look at that. It looks like a little fiesta head. If this bowl was the other way, you could just flip it over, and you got yourself a little dip thing, and at the end of the day, you just pull this off. Now, if you take it out now, say you don't even want to dirty the bowl, look here. So as you can clearly see, there's a little hole right here where my bowl was. That's where you're gonna put your dip now. Because I am ill prepared for all YouTube videos I create. We don't have any dip, but I do have something else. Who doesn't love a little Ready Whip with their chips? Okay, in an ideal world, you would not be putting Ready Whip on here because if that's you, boo, do you. But we're gonna just do this for effect. There we go. Look at that beautiful dip plate. Look at your beautiful fiesta bowl. Not their dish is dirty. And when you're all done with this whole situation, let's pretend this is all eaten up. I'm just gonna shuffle that into the trash like so. The party's over, everyone's gone. You're trying to relax. The kids are in the bed, or you are the kid in the bed, who knows? And you are going to undo your plate like so. And look at that. It's clean! No dishes! No dishes! No muss, no fuss, easy cleanup, easy peasy. Cover girl. You've got your food together, you got your drink, decorations, all of that. What else does a party need other than some Cool Whip? You need some tunes. But alas, the speakers on your computer aren't adequate enough. Let's crank that soldier boy. You're trying to get your party on, but the speakers just aren't adequate. Sure, you can have a party to one with just this computer, but you need to crank it up. To get the party going, all you need is a red cup, and not because you're gonna be drinking from this red cup. You have your fancy plastic glasses for that. What you're gonna do is you are going to cut your red cup straight down the middle. Try to keep it as straight as possible. See if we can meet in the middle. And the genius that you are, your lines meet up. There we go. You have 2 red cups. And you may be thinking, what are you gonna do with that? I'm gonna show you. Take your computer like so. As you can see, I'm cranking those YouTube tunes because copyright will not be in my infringement today. You're gonna place, if you have a back bar, you're gonna wanna use 3 of these. My speakers are on each side. So I'm gonna place my red cups like so over my speakers. And this is going to help amplify the sound so that we can crank that soldier boy up, that party tune, that Blake Shelton, or what's his name? Shelton Blake Shelton. That's the sound with. Not much of a difference can be perceived to the naked ear, but trust me, at a party, this is ingenious. This is high class. This is winning at life. Now, our last trick of the day is to take some toilet paper. And no, you're not about to TP the neighbor's house. I did that one time. It was for Halloween. Really? You gonna hold it over me forever? Really? So you wanna take your toilet paper like so, and normally you need the empty tubes, but I don't know about you, girl. I don't keep empty tubes of toilet paper. They going in the trash when I'm done. I mean, I don't mean no harm. Why not just go to Party City and buy these? But no, we need DIYs for YouTube. Perfectly good roll you're destroying. Look at this. Is actually interesting. It looks like a sheep's butt. It's cute. All right, so we're gonna slicing away. Woo! Let's take off all the rubber. Look at that beautiful toilet sheets you have now. You can put by the side of the toilet. Okay. Slicing toilet paper in half on the internet. Ow! Breaking nails over this. Ugh. Oh. Now, to make sure this doesn't look as ghetto, but you know what? That's how we're living. You might want to cover this up with some type of beautiful wrapping paper or something to disguise it, but I don't really care. So you have your balloon here. So we're going to cut off the top of our balloon. Let's now put it onto the bottom of our toilet paper here. I don't want to do no more. Oh, there we go. Okay. Take your bag of confetti. I'm going to dump it all in there. Don't worry about spillage. This is going to get all over your house anyway, so what's the point of worrying about a little spillage? You're going to have to clean anyway. So now that is, we have confetti in there. I don't know how much we should put in. You only turn 21 10 times in your life. Need to celebrate big. You now have a confetti popper, homemade, easy, no need to go to the store. You can just take all the toilet paper off the rolls in your house and you now have this beautiful DIY gift. Just make sure it doesn't come out the bottom. Does it leak out the bottom? Not too much. Oh. He's having a little spillage. In 3, 2, woo! This is legit fun. Do not let the girls have this. Oh my gosh. Oh! What in God? This is what happens. This is what happens. It is now for that part of the show where I have a cleaning party of one. Make sure you guys check me out on Instagram. I'm barely on there, but I'm getting on there now. But I need a certain number of subscribers. I don't want to be sending pictures to one person and we just be lonely on there together. I want to have a party. So make sure you subscribe to me on Instagram. And wait, is it follow me or subscribe? I don't know, I'm old. Make sure you guys check out my MySpace, my Geo site, and hit me up on Friendster. And while you're at it, you can also check me out on those modern technologies like Instagram and stuff. And you better be stalking my subscribe button.